Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. I don't know how many times I must say, but I can tell you this. Throughout my life, I have never met or know an honest criminal. If you know one, you can share that information with me, but I have never met any. When you're a criminal, you have to understand this, that the first trait of a criminal, you have to be dishonest. And we are talking about people who live a life of a criminal. Because criminals are all about exploiting others, and it's all about deception. So you're looking at a man, his name is Jerome Cunningham. Them call him Jerome, Rome or Rome. As I stated before and I say again, I know him. When I was a young police officer in Clarendon, still have contact with people in Clarendon. Although he's not here, Jerome can say that that we are friends. Reason being, I am the kind of guy, as a man that come from the belly of the beast. I don't support people killing other people, taking other people's life. You understand, as if you're government. Because you claim that you're done and all of these things. I don't support that. I am totally against people, taking the life of other people. I believe, police, preemptive strike save lives. If you kill people and all of these things, I have no problem for the police. Them take care of you because, you are an hindrance and, you destroy the life of others. But I can tell you this. When you're a criminal and you trust another person, that is not only that is a no-no, but that goes to show you that you are naive. And let me ask you a simple question. If criminals are so loyal, why do they spend so much time looking over their shoulders? Why do so many of them ended up betrayed by the very people they trusted the most? Don't think say a straight is like a theory or somebody can telepathy and know where Jerome was going. As a tap, we're gonna tell you as the brother of Christopher Dudu who's in Los Angeles, Livity said that could not what happened to Jerome, that could not happen to him. Because when you are a leader of a criminal organization as Jerome, you're supposed to have, as well Livity said, the person who next to you is supposed to be that one who running your operation. You're not supposed to be out there with anyone. Because people will set you up, which is true. One thing we can tell you, that the arm of flesh will fear thee, not trust your own. There's a good old saying that there's no honor among thieves. Whether you agree with every word or not, history has shown us something over and over again. Criminal organizations survive through fear, secrecy, and self-interest. When pressure comes from police, rival gangs, money disputes, or personal survival, loyalty often disappears. So you know that they've been saying all kind of things, say Jerome broke Mexican foot and all of that. We're not here doing any PR job or stuff with Jerome Cunningham or his minions. But there's no truth to that. None. Zero. It has nothing to do with Mexicans. But as we continue, we'll keep you abreast. So first, just delete that out of your mem. Just delete that. It has nothing to do with the Mexican. Same tech Mexican thing and pay them and them thing there. Period. Most people know that when I deal with the drug trade, when they come on to Mexican and Colombian, if you have brought them foot, so you have to brought them foot and just leave. You can't brought them foot and still in America, period. If you even in a police station, they will come and come kill you. So them stay, them suicidal. There's no truth to that. None. When I talk to the person who talk about the vehicle that he buy for go to Jamaica, for send down, you have to understand, in everything you have jealousy. Bad mind people. And sometimes people just can't wait them turn because they want to be the man. Today we are going to explore why crime is one of the hardest lifestyles anyone can choose. Not because it pays poorly, not because it's dangerous, although it is. It is hard because you can never truly relax. People involved in a criminality, that me say you can't relax in it. They're always on the edge. You never know who is recording you, who's talking behind your back, who's trying to take your place, or who's waiting for the right moment to save themselves at your expense. Alright, I can't tell you this now. John's still alive, him come from Waterhouse. John used to par with Oni and Carlos, them and Rifle. Carlos had a brother that went on a robbery with John and 3 other men. The others were killed and John escaped. Shootout, with police and all of these things. You can't tell Carlos that it wasn't John that set up his brother to get killed during the robbery, because he's the only one that lived. And when they were in New York in the 80s, that's before Rifle get whole, and them charge him with over 400 pounds of weed, and him jump the case and go back to Jamaica, and then him go England. Carlos told Rifle, say, I kill John. John is in Waterhouse now, and get shut up. And the reason why I'm saying I kill John, him say, him feel like, him never say my evidence, and him feel like it's John set up him brother, make them kill him brother, police kill him brother. And him brother was a criminal. Rifle could have tell John, say, boy, Carlos, I'll kill you. But guess what? If he had done so, tell John, say, Carlos, I'll kill him, so he would have cut out. John would have go back and tell Carlos, say, foul tell him, say, Carlos, I'll kill him. And then now 2 of them end up now and kill right. So I saw it going like criminal underworld. When you know things, sometimes you have to you know it, but you have to just keep it. So even up to when folded, John knows folded knows Carlos I kill him. Carlos shot him up in a warehouse, but he never did. And Fold never tell him. Because if Fold tell John would go back and tell Carlos, say Fold say. I saw it going like criminal underworld. So everything is done with secrecy and deception. You understand? I saw it go. So feel, so like with Nankopal now, some people I say, boy, say Nankopal, it's a better off him dead. We so address that other thing with Nankopal. If you think criminal live glamorous lives, stay with me until the end. We'll examine what decades of criminal investigations have taught us about trust, betrayal, and the price people pay when they build their lives on crime rather than honesty. By the end, you may never look at the criminal lifestyle the same way. Because you have to understand, criminals always betray them friend, Remember me tell you that, The greatest lie that ever sold about criminality. Hollywood often portray criminals as powerful, wealthy, respected, and surrounded by loyal friends. That's how it show, you know. The money, in a film world, the money I'm a G, I'm my dad, I'm my daddy, and I'm my general, I'm my party. I can't tell you this. In a real life, that is different. Reality is very different. If you don't believe, alright, those of you who listen, just Mandez, who was killed out by Warwick Hill, going 2 years. If you listen to Mandez' brother who was a bad man, and him tell you how him survive and him thing there. Remember, I said Mandez was set up, you know, by Dana Williams, you know. Because it have to have them all grudge and him thing if you do with Tony Brown, and then it go all the way back to Pala and all kind of thing, and then wait 15 years, say that. And kill Dixon and all of these people. For sure, I say there's no honest criminal, you know, tell people all the way. Every criminal enterprise and organization depends on people breaking the law together. I don't know how a man happy to do that and them thing there. Once you're a criminal, you have to be willing, you have to be a part of it to break the law. The moment people are willing to break the law against strangers, you have to ask, why wouldn't they eventually break it against each other? If you listen, you know many times friends kill them friend and bury them. You heard me talk about Rifle and Trinity. Rifle and Trinity grew up like two brothers. I mean, I talk about no alleged, you know, because that's how I'm going to talk to him, because the man that survived the shooting out by Mountain View, he's the one that came back and he come from Jonestown, you know, from the next street that me come from. You understand? And him talk everything. So I know say Rifle is killed Trinity. That's why the same night him they do up a asylum. I celebrate a dance like a best thing I'm to him on him best friend dead. The man where him and go like brother. I don't know how a man become criminal. That's the contradiction. The criminal lifestyle promise loyalty while we rod in betrayal. And him still got him funeral same here. You understand? Fear never sleeps. Imagine waking up every morning wondering, did someone talk to the police that about you know when you're a criminal? Is my phone being monitored? So them have always attacking a code because them a criminal. Them don't know who I listen. Is my friend really my friend? Alright. I am not a criminal, and I have experienced that with people me and them from we a teenager. And then lo and behold, the same people them, all of them know say once somebody who was a part of we growing up as teenager planning to kill me, and none of them not said nothing to me. It's just God make the man reveal it. Make the Van Brown reveal it. Because all of them are criminal, you know, except me, you understand? All of them who never used to sell drugs and or sell drugs and involved in drugs. Me I'll tell them, I said, Virgin, you know, you get old, just leave them thing and go back to school, encourage people and if you do the right thing. You understand? Will someone rob me? So this is it now. I tell you all the time about criminal. You have a guy, I talk about him too when he Pilly Blacks. Pilly Blacks come from Towile. So you have a guy when he Roller. And when Pilly Blacks came to Jamaica in the early 1990s, never know anything. Roller, them did kill Roller already and them thing there. And then little by little then they start your arguments. Because Pilly Blacks didn't bring no bulletproof Benz. Pilly Blacks was one of the men that killed Roller, and Roller was them boss. So them rob him and kill him. That's how them say now. Yeah, Pilly Blacks am Towile. Roller funeral did big, you know. All when Roller body reach a Dovecat, the traffic, that will show you Roller. I don't think there's no other jug law did big like Roller. When Roller body reach Dovecat, they still have traffic out of 6 Mile. That's how big Feme funeral was. I don't think there's no other drug dealer for a funeral that big like Feme. Roller from Towile. When them say, I saw Pilly Blacks did get rich, because them rob him and kill him. Time up. Same people them from Towile kill him. And him same one sent for them and them thing there. So that's why I say when a man become criminal. So even with all of these information that people have, you don't think people are learn and them thing there. Because I remember, you know, when you're a criminal, everybody everyone in the organization have to break the law. So why you would think that them not going to break the law against you, or you understand, are their standard operating practices? Will someone retaliate? So right now, so many people involved in a killing of Jerome are threat. Because them are threat, because them know say in time it is revealed, you know. Them know say them are send them to the departure London for them family. Because I know like one time where a man kill a man, you know, where you try to kill but the person where kill the perpetrator. Not only the perpetrator family too. So even people don't have anything to do with the killing, even them now are going in crosshairs. So that's why people have to be careful. You can't make innocent people dead. You have to be responsible. Law-abiding citizens worry about work. Criminals worry about survival. Fear becomes a permanent roommate with criminals, whether or not you want to believe it. As I said before, I'll talk with many of them. Every day them get to sleep and wake up is a good day not for them. Because every vehicle where them say I come and no shot no come from it is a good vehicle then. That's all it is, because fear becomes a permanent roommate with criminals. Money changes everything, you know. Many criminal disputes begin over money. Money borrowed, money stolen, money hidden, money owed. Once greed enters the picture, friendship often collapses. So as Liberty say, what happened to Jerome couldn't happen to him, because him now go out here on the side of the road. You understand? And him now go meet with no guy. The only, although him a criminal, you know, the only people that were him trusting them innocent are who him trust. Because these are people where him know and Fame family them know. All the way back to Tivoli Gardens and town. And him now no man from no other community where him and them are friend. Like a man that come from Denham town, him and him no grow up, and that's who him that foreign now and them thing they know. Because a man come from a man, and no matter how long him know him and them thing there. So I say, so criminal, you know, them learn from other criminals and adjust their modus operandi. So once greed enter the pictures, friendships often collapse. History has shown countless criminal groups break apart because members accuse one another of keeping more than their fair share or withholding profits. Broke man foot are one of the worst thing that, you understand what I'm saying? So, you know, there are others that say, boy, Jerome is a man of broke people foot. Others that say, no, that's not true. Propaganda. Based on one and two look at things. As we said before, and I'll say it again, the people them we know were close to Jerome, we haven't spoken to them or talked to them. Reason being, them know, them, you understand, them know. They know in their heart what kind of person they are. But the thing is that with me now, throughout my life, one thing that there's nobody who can say I'm not a loyal person. If you are my friend, you're my friend, I just say, I'm not going to deny that I know you or anything like that. But sometimes, when you think that that person is your friend because, you know, you didn't know them from young and one and two little things, when you get older, you realize that although you have them interests at heart, them corrupt towards you. So then in time something happen on them thing there, where them can't call you and say, them can't call you. Because number one, them all feel shame, and two, them ego get bruised. Because here's a man where to them know say, this is a man where he not ask me for anything. He's a man who just talk and him speak truth. But for some reason, them just see as the enemy. So them keep you at a distance. So even although we had warned, forecast this moment One more person left in a bubble. If you notice, we haven't called the name of the person who was behind that. And we can't tell you, and we'll say it again, repeat it. No Mexican are involved. No Mexican or Hispanic involved. And we're going to tell you something else about the CCTV. In legitimate business, people can often turn to contracts and court. In criminal enterprises and organizations, there is no lawful dispute resolution system. Them use the streets, street justice, man rely on silence of witnesses. Reputation is currency. In criminal circles, reputation often carries enormous weight. Rumors, accusations, and challenges to someone's credibility can escalate conflict. You know my boy? I mean him Nankapal, I mean him Tiliba from Mandeville, I mean him Nankapal from Nagazed, I mean him this, I mean him that, I mean him Omar Ibanks, I mean make them kill Tyson because me get the orders from up a top. Cause me if you get him counselor seat, then you know get it. Same thing now with Jerome, man decides a boy, he might wait too long. He want the cheer now. Rumors, that's how rumors are, you know, you understand? And it escalates. That doesn't mean that every rumor is true, you know. But it illustrates why trust is fragile in environments built on intimidation rather than transparency. When trust disappears, suspicion grows. Crime has no pension plan, though, you know. Ask yourself that. How many elderly criminals, how many elderly career criminals retire peacefully? Tell me, the only one, as I say on them thing, you have 13 who go to prison. Only little 13 alone as one of them man in the 70s I go to him 80 and them thing never go to prison. George Pang never go to prison. And me can go on and on and you understand what I'm saying? And me can call, you understand, me can call name, but them never go to prison. Many of the elderly career criminal end up in a prison, or them dead, or constantly hiding because people want to do them because them hurt other people. Some of them estranged from them family and living with regrets. That's why I tell you, say, crime really offers stability. So that's why when a man reaches a certain age, they don't want you to call them name. Because remember, to be a criminal, you have to violate the rights of others. Some people say, me know why you stop your life because by the time you do a life and your cousin come on upon it and say some things and we're not going to elaborate about that. But we tell us a criminality. For you to be a criminal, you have to be a dishonest person. But there's a better alternative to a criminal lifestyle. You have criminal police too, you know. We say it, I heard them thing there. Even right now, you have criminal police. There's a better alternative. Being honest is not always easy. Working hard is not always glamorous. Building a lawful career takes time. But honestly, allow people to sleep without constantly fearing betrayal, retaliation, or arrest. Look all upon people in the Vibes Cartel organization. Some of them have Vibes Cartel same and make them kill them. I don't know how a man become criminal. A reputation earned through integrity is far more durable than one built through fear. When you have your reputation, your integrity, and your character, that's better than any money. Because money can't buy that. That's why it's easy. When you're a criminal or a thief, it's easy for people to lie upon you. The only thing you can say is a lie. But who's going to believe you when you're a criminal? You understand? If there's one lesson I hope you take away today, is this: crime may promise quick rewards, but it often demands a lifelong payment. Trust becomes scarce. Fear becomes constant. Suspicion replaces friendship. That is why so many investigators repeat a simple observation. Criminal organizations or empire are often weakened from within because self-interest eventually overtakes loyalty. No if or buts. Jerome was betrayed from within his own organization. A person close to him. If you are young and someone tells you crime is the easy life, ask them one question. If it is so easy, why do so many spend their lives looking over their shoulder? Ask them that. Choose education over intimidation. Choose work over shortcuts. Choose integrity over fear. The strongest person is the one who can frighten others. The strongest person is the one who can build a life without breaking the law. That's why I chose to live my life that way. Yeah, man. Stay in the ambit of the law. Remember, criminals may demand loyalty, but integrity is what earns lasting respect. Always remember that. Nothing beat that. So if you have reached this far, you have reached to the end of this video. And with us type, honesty is the best. When you're a criminal, you have to be a dishonest person. And you have to operate in everything that you're doing. It has to be done in silence, secrecy, and deception. When you're a criminal, you have to be a professional liar. What kind of life is that? So now, as we continue a journey, the person that betrayed Jerome is within his organization, and there's no Mexican or Hispanics involved. And tomorrow we tell you more. So obviously, before we go any further, we have spoken to two people that work with LAPD. If you want, we can, and we'll show you the message that we had written from last year, December 6th, about this time that was coming. But people did take it for a joke. So in time we'll write and we'll say things, people think we are just joking. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel out.